Hello everyone, this is Justin with PumpPal, and I'm going to demonstrate our physical activity log to you today and show you all the features that are available within the app. It's definitely going to be a quick rundown for time's sake, but I just want to showcase what it can do, and you can go ahead and download the app and the link in the video description if you want to play with it and find out more. But let's get started. So when you first open the app, you're going to be presented your plan screen, right? And a lot of times I find that people that are new and they get their app, they don't not sure where to even start building a plan. So I added a plan builder for everyone on the bottom. If you just click the button, you're going to be presented with a screen here where you're going to be asked your experience level. You're either going to be beginner, intermediate, advanced. Most people, I think, if they need a plan created, they're probably going to be beginner, so we'll just select beginner. And then you're going to be asked what your goal is, right? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to just maintain your health? We're going to select lose weight on this one. Select next. And then you're going to be asked if you have what you have access to or where you plan to work out, right? Because not everyone has access to a gym. So even if you only can work out at home or maybe go outdoors and work out or a gym, we'll build a plan based off of what you have access to and be able to use. So we're gonna select home. We're gonna go next. Then you're gonna be asked what's your target days per week. Inside here, you're gonna notice that the only one day isn't being shown, right? You can't just work out one day because generally you won't see progress if you just do once a week. You will probably maintain whatever strength level you have, but I think generally when you're first starting out, you're not going to want to do just one day a week. So at minimum, 2 days a week, up to 6 days a week, and you'll notice there isn't 7 days a week, is because you do need an active recovery day to let everything fully heal up so you're at your best coming into the next day. But generally, most people do 3 days a week, right? So we're going to hit next on 3 days. And then once you go through all your options, you do it, we're going to generate 3 different options of different plans you can use depending on what your goals are, what you have access to, and how many days a week you have, right? So the 3 options you have here is you can choose like, okay, so I have a full body at home. You can do body weight strength or consistency plan. Let's say you're getting older and your joints aren't that great. You have a low impact circuit you can do. Or if you just want general health, I suppose you can pick that one too. It's your choice. Or if you just want, you want to work on just getting moving more, this is going to set you up a plan for moving more, right? So let's say we select full body at home. I'm going to say use this plan. And then inside here, it's going to give you some quick tips on nutrition and keeping motivated. So you keep going. So we want to see you be successful using the app, right? So we hit got it. And then there you go. Quick, easy, 60 seconds, got 3 plans set up, right? If you go inside there, you can see your plans, and they're all based off of whatever you selected. You said at home, so they give you, anything for push-ups, bodyweight squat, glute bridge, plank, etc. And the same thing for the next workout. You're going to do incline push-ups, reverse lunge, dumbbell, Romanian deadlifts, hollow body holds. And they try to target more muscle groups depending on what you're doing. And then one day it looks like they wanted to set you up with just an active recovery day where you just simply go for a walk, right? And you're not limited to just, the plan builder. If you wanted to, you could delete these. Oh, I gotta wait for them to delete. All right, so let's hit the plus button on the top right. You can build a plan. We'll just say plan 1 for now. And you can select the day a week you're going to do it because everything's based off the week. You're going to build a plan for the week. And then I am going to go ahead and just select plan 1 because we have it set up on Tuesday. And then you can add your exercises. And what's unique to PumpPal too is that we have different types of exercises you can do. And depending on what you select when you add exercise, you'll get certain workouts that you can do of that type, right? So there's weight training. Obviously, that's probably the most common that people are going to use. But let's say you're going to be working out at home. You don't have access to equipment. You can do body weight training. You can also do cardio and then stretching because stretching is important for health too, right? We're going to say weight training for now. And then we're just going to do bench press. And I'm going to do the barbell bench press. I'm going to select it. If you're confused on what to do on some of these exercises, we have some pre-built ones where you have, like, when you search for it, we're going to find it. We're adding more to that library every day. You just go ahead and select instructions, and then the instructions here will tell you how to do the bench press if you're not sure how to do that. Also, let's go back to the bench press. We're going to add set and go 180. Let's say we're going to do 180 pounds, and we're going to rest for 180 seconds. And the rest time is in seconds. So if you want 3 minutes, 6, 12, 18, it's 180 seconds. So you want to save it in seconds. We'll do 3 sets. Add exercise. And you can add as many as you'd like, and you can go through these if you'd like to, and add them. But for time's sake, I'm just going to add one real quick, and we're going to check out what the workout itself looks like. We're going to hit start workout. And then it starts the actual workout that you're going to do. And then it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I'm sure you can figure this part out. So you did 180 pounds. Let's say you did it 10 times. We save our set. And then it begins the rest timer. And I just want to mention, too, if you do go check out the app, which I'll have a link in the video description of where you can go, depending on which phone you have, either iOS or Android, be sure you allow notifications, because this resting timer will only work when the app is actually being shown. So let's say you're waiting 3 minutes and you go play with another app while you're waiting for it. In order for me to notify you and the instructions are notify you of the rest timer being completed, I need that notification enabled, because we use notifications to send that rest timer notification to you. So if you're wondering why the rest timer doesn't work, that would be the reason why. It's because you never allowed notifications. And unfortunately, there's no way around that, because Android and iOS does not allow you to use background sounds for those reasons. So I have to do that way. Everyone has to do it that way, pretty much. Anyways, but yeah, you'll get done, the rest timer will play, and you will be able to complete your workout, right? So we'll save that, and this is our finished workout screen. And you completed your first workout, right? That's about it for the plans at this time. I do have future plans for making like multiple weeks. So this will be your first week, and I'm going to group them by different weeks. Maybe you want to switch it up, or maybe like you want to switch up what you're going to do for a couple of months. That is some future plans, but right now it's by the week. All right, let's move on to the next feature, and let's go body measurements. And what body measurements is it's a way to track your actual measurements, right? So inside the screen, if you want to learn more about it, it'll give you tips and recommendations, different tools you can use to accurately measure your body measurements. We'll click close on that one. And if you go in to add new measurement, you can then add your measurements, right? So you can add in your weight, and let's say you're 185 pounds, and at the moment you're 25% body fat. Let's say 38-inch waist. I don't know, I'm just going to make up some numbers. But then you add in the 36, right? But you go through and you measure every one of these, and you can track them inside here. And what happens when you save the first one is you'll get your first measurement, and this measurement will never change. So you can always compare against it. You are allowed to edit it. Let's say you made a mistake. I don't want you not to be able to edit it, but this will be recorded. So this will be your first measurement that you're going to compare the rest to. And you can always add another measurement afterwards. And let's just, for time's sake, just put some numbers in here. Update. And then on the bottom here, you'll have your recent measurements. And then you can go through, and each one will be your newest measurement will show first. That way you can easily see and compare the two here of what the difference is. And a lot of times the scale doesn't tell the full story, and you'll lose inches in other spots just working out, and you won't realize that you actually are making progress. And this helps you see that throughout your journey in getting started. So this is super handy. Definitely recommend you check it out and try it. Our next feature in the app will be progress photos. And inside here is where you will track and monitor your progress photos. And what you can do is, let's say you already have a progress photo in your phone, you can click the plus button and you can select, let's say this is your first one. Once you select the photo, you will have options here of when you took you can select your date of when you took it. You can change that if you like. You can select which type of photo it is. Is it the front, the side, the back? This is obviously the front. You can do a favorite, so later on you can find it real easily if you wanted to. You can make it private, which it won't sync if you do private. So that way it's just on your phone, not on the servers. And you can add notes like first photo needs some work, right? And then once you add your notes, you hit save. And you'll have that photo in there, right? So let's say you do your next one will be your side here. And then just for time's sake, this is my side. It could be whatever note you want. You can save it. And then you will have those in there. And then I'm just going to quickly add some more photos here quick. So I'm going to say he made some progress here, some great progress. And now he looks like this. And we're going to save. This is the front. And this is going to be his new side shot, which is crazy, but just work with me here. And this is going to be his new back shot. Well, if I can. Phone's freaking out. 1 second here. Oh, I don't think I ever got his back shot in there. Let's go back then. Actually, no, I messed that up. Let me go here. Go back. Save. This is the side. Okay, so now we got the front. We got the side shot. And let's get our back shots here. Did I ever get the first photo back? I did not. Alright, it's the back shot. Alright, and then let's show up. He made progress, and let's do the new back shot. Let's say that's his new back. Alright, so in the background, right, so it'll record that date when you took the picture, when you added the picture. And then it'll automatically know that, you know, which ones came first, which ones came second. And then if you hit this compare button, you can see side by side from your oldest picture to your newest picture. You can select side, you can select back, and you can quickly see your progress visually. I think this is a pretty cool feature, and I think that people would enjoy this. I am going to add that to the measurements too, where you can quickly compare your measurements. Also, if you want to, you can sort by front, you can sort by back, sides, all poses. And then if you had favorites selected, you could select favorites. I don't think I have any selected right now, so it's not going to do that. Select favorites. Okay, and then also we had the tips and recommendations for this too. If you wanted to check out different ways to take pictures, when the best time is to take a picture, it kind of gives you the rundown on those. And the last feature I want to cover is the reasons. And what reasons is like, when you first start, normally you're very motivated and you're ready to go. But keeping your reasons why, like what motivated you to do it at first. Let's say you want to just get stronger. Maybe your doctor recommended it. Maybe be a role model for your family. Whatever your reasons are, right away when you're motivated, add them to the app. Because then when you lose motivation, you can come back in the app and you can quickly see your reasons for starting and try to fire that motivation back up. I need to get stronger so I age gracefully. And then when you come back, you can quickly see your reasons and your presets. Let's say doctor wants you to get healthier. You can save it, right? So these are your reasons, and then when you lose motivation, you can always come back to these reasons and visually see why you got started, remind yourself, get remotivated, and get started again. If you ever have any trouble, please give me some feedback, or maybe you have an idea. And this is where you kind of come to do that. If you want to send me feedback and let me know if something's wrong, because I'm one developer, it is kind of a challenge to always keep up with everything and make sure that everything's functioning as is. I was actually just made aware from this feature that one user I didn't realize I had accessibility features on where it enlarged the screen so you can see it easier, and it looked really funny for him. I just got a bunch of fixes for that in, and I probably wouldn't have been aware of that for some time if he hadn't told me about it. The final thing is, right now is an amazing deal on our lifetime membership. We only have one subscription for a lifetime membership. And right now it's only $39.99. It's limited time, so I can get some traction with some money flow, so I can reach more people and have them use my app. So definitely check that out. With that feature, you won't have any ads. You'll be able to sync between devices. And any future updates, if you're subscribed, you will receive for free or for that one price, even if the price does change. So just so you're aware of that, that's definitely a sweet deal right now. I'm thinking about changing that price next year to a more expensive price and then get subscriptions inside there. But right now, that's where it's at. So it's an amazing deal. So do check that out and think about it if you do like the app. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out and checking out my app with me. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel as I get future updates on the app. And you all have a good day.